Okay, let's see what's going on with Clive. Also, let's go see what's going on with Shiva. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, return to the hideaway. Oh, that's right. It's got this, right. I was super confused for a second. I was like, that is not. Could have sworn that the original hideaway icon didn't look like that. So we did move to this place. Out of the shadow.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Let's see what's going on here. Looks like there's a lot of stuff for us to check out. So let's go check out all this new stuff before we continue on with the main story.
Walkways need
Welcome home,
patching up.
Sid.
Most of it is just stuff that we've already done, but I do like getting it off the map.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
Especially this. This is probably just because we beat Titan. I think. Oh man, it's still so damn bright.
If the state of our coffers is anything to go by.
Yeah, I think that stone is just to relive some fights. This will be interesting though. I wonder who wrote to me. A Desert Alliance. Oh, this dude. Sid the Second. I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful friendship or fruitful relationship. Okay, what else do we got here? State of the realm. Oh, the hunt board. That is something we have not even touched. Maybe I think maybe we did one hunt, but I think that was like kind of set up for us to just kind of run into it. That one, I wouldn't say it's unavoidable, but definitely put it in front of our nose. All right, all right.
Here for another of my lectures?
Not really. I just want to
Going
get
so soon?
I want to get that dot over your head away.
And how may I assist you today? Thus ends today's lesson.
I'm not playing this game because I want to go to school. Let's see what's new on the hunt board. Quite a few things. A hill to die on, soul stingers, Grimlocken, the Nine of Knives. That looks pretty. He looks pretty cool. The Breaker of Worlds, rank S. Dude, that dude's got to be crazy. I don't even. There's like no. We don't even know where the location is. Merchant noticed all curse breakers due to the discovery of a fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins. We have lately been investigating. All work in the region is to be halted with immediate effect, and all members are to proceed no further than the village gate, lest the echo should be awakened by our presence. No further action may be taken without Sid's express permission. This is probably going to be a super tough hunt. Hopefully the hunts don't disappear, because I'm not really in the mood to do them right now. Maybe another day. Alright, I guess that's it. Oh, that's exactly who I wanted to talk to. Hey Shiva, looks like you're doing better.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a Stolas from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Good.
You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it.
I agree.
Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waloeders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waloeders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloeder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
I can't wait to see Odin. I hope we get his abilities.
In summary,
I always liked
know not
Odin.
to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Oh, looks like we have some new things to do. For some reason, we have to talk to her again.
My favorite pupil.
Kupka and the Fang were the bedrock on which the Republic stood. Now that both have crumbled, Dhalmekia's descent into chaos is all but assured.
So what of its parliament?
So what of its parliament, you ask? Will the ministers not take it upon themselves to pick up the pieces of their crumbling nation? I doubt it. They have little love for their people, only their preservation.
Which leaves but one man.
Which leaves one man standing between Dhalmekia and disaster former Field Marshal Eugene Havel. Hey, it's Havel the Rock. That guy's in every game. Now I wonder if he's in Dark Souls 2. He's in Dark Souls 3. If any is to pick up the baton of command, it shall surely be he. We might run into him soon. But as the bitter tides of ire and avarice rise around him, how long will he be able to keep his head above water, I wonder?
Harpocrates, Blackthorn, Karen. For veterans such as these, Sid's hideaway was a sacred refuge. Kupka took something from them, and now you have avenged that loss. They should be the first to hear the happy news.
He's in Dark Souls 2? I must have forgot.
Here for another of my lectures.
He's in a gank 3 versus 1 boss fight?
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
I don't know why I don't remember that. I must have just blocked that game out of my mind. Okay, so let's see. I guess we do have some people to talk to. I guess let's talk to them. The DLC.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen.
No, maybe I
It's
did
true.
miss the fight.
Kupka is dead.
Or I just forgot.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Let's see. Anything new for
Is it
us?
business or pleasure? It's a relief.
It's a relief. Feels like we can breathe again. No more living in fear.
Thank you, Clive.
Thank you, Clive. I know I don't say it often, but I mean it. Oh, and best of luck, too. For many here, every other worldly woe pale in comparison to the threat of Hugo Kupka. Now he's gone. We'll finally have time to devote to everyday gripes and grumbles. And as the captain of this little ship, I'm sure you'll be on the receiving end of more than a few. I swear this ship is going to take off at some point. It's going to turn into our airship.
Go on, then.
Let's see, Oh, it's a stronger weapon, but... What is that, magic damage? 5 attack power, minus 10 magic power, I guess. I think we'll keep what we have. No upgrades. I mean, maybe some of these are upgrade or I mean, some of these might be nice, but meh. This is a new item. I guess we can. Oh, these are all new items. I guess we can start buying some of these. Yeah, we can have 9,999. I mean, it'd be nice to buy these, but I really don't want to waste my money on them.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I didn't make the prices.
It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Okay, enough of that. I'm definitely going to keep the money for emergencies. You never know when we might need something. Especially some of those elixirs.
Do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Cid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Let's see if that guy has anything new for us.
Clive? Good bloody riddance.
Good bloody riddance. If there was ever a man who deserved a rusty knife in the gut, it was that prick. Not that I'd let you carry around a rusty knife. His death won't bring back the people we lost, but it'll ease a few
Mine
hearts.
included.
Mine included. Thank you.
So, what'd it be?
Oh, I guess we could. I guess we could make it up to a 240. Not bad. That's plus 15 in terms of attack power. Diamond sword. Ooh, 255. 255. White. Oh, white worm bone. I don't have that. Where can I get that?
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Oh, that's an upgrade, but I only have one of those items. I don't want to waste it. Electrum. Now I bet you we would get... Oh, another one of these. White worm bone. I wonder if... there it is again. All for diamond stuff.
And?
I wonder if we would get... If we would get some of that stuff that we're missing for some of those items. If we did the hunts. But I feel like eventually we're going to run into them, so... Let's just continue on with what we're doing.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Yeah, thanks for coming to the stream, noob.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell,
Yeah, get your room done so you can play.
Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Okay, it looks like there's nothing else here for us to check out. Let's continue with the main story.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it.
I forgot how important it was to kill Hugo Kupka.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Definitely
No
wasn't
surprises
expecting this.
It was the same after Drake's breath.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
For a second there, I was kind of confused. I was like, Sid, I was like, what? Didn't he die already?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? It was luck, and luck alone.
It was luck and luck alone that saw me safely out of the hideaway that night. So many others didn't make it. I see them, in my dreams sometimes. I always tell them I'm sorry that I wasn't able to save them. But now I can tell them something different. That Hugo Kupka's dead. That you avenged them. And I know what they'll say back to me. So let me say it for them.
Thank you, Clive. Anything catch your eye?
Oh, it looks like there's a side. Oh yeah, that's right. This guy shows us the side quests. Looks like we have 2.
Seen enough?
Let's hold off on that for a second.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Kupka.
Kupka? I thought that bastard's death would change things.
When I close my eyes.
But when I close my eyes, I can still hear Jara's voice as he whispers for us to run. As he calls out to the soldiers to distract them. His words saved us, and I'll never forget that. Just like he said, words are immortal. And his life on in me. They changed my life, and I've wanted to thank him ever
Only
since.
I don't know how.
Only I don't know how. I don't know the right word.
I wish you were here.
I wish you were here to teach them to me.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Looks like still need more donations to get the stuff.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Let's go talk to Sid's daughter here. Wait a minute. Oh, Mid. Kind of funny that her name's Mid. And that term has been spreading on the internet recently. Kind of wild how stuff spreads like that. One day you know nothing, or one day you hear nothing, and then the next day it's just all over the place. Just goes to show you how powerful the internet really is.
Mid hasn't been
And anybody wherever, or we never know, if people are already using it for nefarious purposes on a large scale.
Any pictures in?
Definitely not a good thing.
Don't come up with something soon.
Still don't know what this girl sells.
All right, Clive?
Well, she's definitely not
What do you
Mid.
want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
That's funny. I've been watching Star Trek lately. It's funny that that's what the
Me
ship
and my
is
dad
called.
designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
It seems like a lot for one man to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
I don't know why we're doing these silly little... Hey, can you bring this piece of paper to this person? I mean, she's sitting here complaining that she's falling behind schedule, and she couldn't make the 10-second walk to Blackthorn. Pretty sure that's the name of the blacksmith. I mean, look at that. It's only 100 yards. You see, quests like this is stuff that I don't like. I'm just like, I don't want to be involved. I mean, every once in a while it's fine, but man, it's happened quite a bit in this hideout. But what can you do? You really can't do anything considering it's part of the main quest. But you know, whatever.